1. All right. Kriegs, I do have a scanner feeding into this. I don't know if everybody's going to be able to hear it or not. We're trying things as we go here. Erick's got some windiness going on. It's all good. What's up, Ryan? Hi, Allison.
Okay. So, want me to just run through it?
Yeah, go ahead, Erick. Why don't you take the reins on it?
Are they able to hear us right now?
I believe so. Can everybody hear us? Hi, Allison.
Okay.
Yeah, go. Yeah, they got us, Erick.
Okay, and now the local news who just now are getting detailed on the situation that's unfolding. All right, guys, we got breaking news out of Cleveland, Ohio, at the IX Center, and there was reported to be a very, very large fight at the IX Center during an indoor amusement park event. Police originally said that there was a flash mob that happened and they were outnumbered 10 to 1. And then once units started responding, they requested an all call from the entire city of Cleveland.
You're a little muffled, Erick. Just a little muffled. It's all good. Go ahead. There you go. That's a lot clearer. Yep, you were just a little muffled. Keep going.
Okay, so police requested an all call from the entire city of Cleveland, from the Cuyahoga County Sheriff's Office, from the Ohio State Police, and from multiple towns in the surrounding areas. The sheriffs got on location about 5 minutes later after they were dispatched, and they requested for multiple ambulances to come on scene. I am also now getting an update saying that when the sheriff officer responded, that his body camera was knocked off while trying to break up part of the fight. Also, now I'm seeing that a girl is having a seizure and is being assisted by the Cuyahoga County Sheriff's Office at the IX Center. Wow. This is insane. Also, right now I'm seeing that that medics are trying to figure out if more are needed on scene or not.
If you guys in the chat could please let me know if you hear my scanner feed clearly. Yeah, guys, I'm sorry if you're having a hard time hearing Erick. He's outside walking. He's actually on his way to work.
And I don't know if you hear that prancing. That's actually some horses going down the road. Which is very off topic, but I'm looking for more information as I can on my phone. I only got about 4 more minutes until I gotta head into work, so trying to get as much as I can.
I'm gonna repeat what you said, Erick, and correct me if I'm wrong, but they're having a hard time hearing you. You're not coming in so loud. You know what? Hold on. Let me see if what my volume is in here. Hold on. No. All right. So there's been multiple reports of fights breaking out. Started at the airport, and then we started hearing about the IX Center. Everything was getting mobilized at the IX Center. Multiple people have made reports, and they've called several of the surrounding areas police to the scene, and
as well as county and state police.
County and state police as well. Yep. There were calls that came over the scanner saying that that they need multiple EMS, send EMS, and that's kind of what we know. I mean, we're listening to the scanner. Flash mobs, yep, flash mobs came up over the scanner, and
that's all we've got so far. Are you able to hear me right now, Mike?
I can hear you. Yeah, let me.
Okay. Also, keep in mind, people, that a sheriff officer that became on location is saying that through the scuffle, his body camera got knocked off, and they're currently searching for it. So we may even have a body camera that may be missing from an officer that was in like the prime location of exactly what happened. That's key footage.
Right. And can they geolocate it? Like a GPS?
38. I have no idea. Okay, there's this video that just came out. 516. There's video out that just came out. Mike, I'm gonna send this to you right now. This just came out from outside of the IX Center, where teams are now leaving out of the building. This was just put out a minute ago. Dispatch, Mike 8 in quarters.
Mm-hmm. Stinking windows. All right, let me play that again.
Hey, Mike. Hey, Mike.
You.
How are you, Mike?
Hold on.
I'm listening to this other stream in the background, the fire and
Well,
the
dang.
channel, so.
Okay, that was just crazy. Guy just whipped the U-turn right in the middle of the road and just sped off very quickly. Off topic to the incident going on the west side, of course. Okay, so Medic 43 at the IX Center is saying that they currently have one patient, and they are asking for a second squad to on location.
Is Remington College near there?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay.
Yeah, they were just asking for 2 squads on the police scanner.
Has anyone asked? Not asked. Has anybody checked Facebook search
I'll get on
for the
it.
IX Center?
I don't have anything from the IX Center so far.
Okay, so Fox 8. Wow. So guess what? Now they're saying that SWAT has been dispatched. Cleveland SWAT has been dispatched to the IX Center.
So that means that the opposing force is armed and dangerous.
We don't know. I don't want to go. I don't want to go into speculation on that just yet.
But I mean, they use squads. They use SWAT teams for these kinds of situation. If it was a riot situation, they would brought out the riot police. I mean, they're bringing SWAT in because because there are people in a building.
Yeah, I think it's fair to speculate that there's some sort of danger.
Army dangers inside the building that are talking about.
There's something that's a threat there.
There is something that's a threat. I have to head off, but I will continue sending you guys updates. I'll send you guys messages on Twitter. I gotta go, but I'll be listening in. All right. Have a good one, guys.
All right. See you later, Eric.
Have a good day.
On the Facebook Live map, I'm not getting anything up there in Cleveland.
Well, now the mainstream media is picking up the story.
Thanks everybody for joining us tonight. Just hanging out. First time I'm trying to go live with some breaking stuff, so I just wanted to test myself on this one. This one was a good opportunity to jump in and try that out. All right, let's see. Do we got a list? What cities? What are the cities where this is going on, watchers? This is Cleveland. This started at the airport. Now it's migrated to the IX Center. The IX Center is where they're calling people. The original call that was being responded to was calls for a flash mob style fight breaking out. Apparently, there's a what's it called, like a carnival type place. And I'm a little foggy as to whether it was at the IX Center or whether it was at the airport. I haven't looked on a map to see if they're joined together. Let's find out. IX Center. Oh, that's at the airport. All right. So yeah. All right. So at the IX Center is at the airport. That's where apparently, we'll call it, for lack of a better term, we'll call it triage. That's where it's been set up. They've called for multiple EMS. I'm curious, are you guys hearing the scanner okay?
Well, they are chatting back and forth about technical stuff.
Yeah, Eric was having a hard time.
It's hard to say.
Yeah.
If you want to know, it's the IX indoor amusement park.
Okay, so at the IX Center, this actually happened, which is at the airport. So that's the only reason that the airport got brought up. All right, so that's clear. Cleveland Hopkins International Airport. It's southwest side of Cleveland is where the International Expo Center is, and that's where this is happening. Chico, you hearing other stuff on that scanner that you're listening to?
Yeah, but everything that I'm hearing so far is not around that area. So like private homes, or the only other place was at the college.
All right. What about
Okay, I'm hearing one on the IX. Hold on. There's 2 units out there for those patients, and they need them to stage out
all
in
right?
the area.
Send me a link for that broadcast 5 feed, please.
Okay.
I'll just put that right in.
The fire and EMS broadcast is firing out right now.
Good. Thank you, Danny. I appreciate that.
I sent it to you on Twitter.
I don't think there was any specific event happening at the IX Center. I think it was there's an amusement park inside of there, and flash mob style fighting broke out. So that's what we've been hearing.
Well, to be more precise, it's that there is a report of fights involving a large group of teenagers at the International Exposition Center,
There you go.
which is currently hosting the IX Indoor Amusement Park.
Is it? It's probably like a traveling carnival that's just stationed up there temporarily.
But nevertheless, it's been confirmed that all districts, CCSOs, and OPS are all sending cars to that location. And that was said 45 minutes ago, approximately. And that the flash mob that was fighting were outnumbering 10 to 1 people that they were fighting.
I see a couple of teenagers on Twitter writing to their friends like, you guys are bugging at the IX Center.
For a female.
Is y'all really at the IX Center? Sad faces.
Engine
So there's a bunch of
43,
young
that is
people.
the main entrance on the west side of the IX Center for an asthma attack. We have a unit on scene, but they are treating another patient at this time. Dispatch 1236 is on scene with CPD and EMS. 36. 43, copy that. We're coming in with medic 39 to transport. Copy.
RF-19 to COE 43.
Careful swell on target, dispatch clear in the hospital. Copy, supply 1 in service.
RF-19 to engine 43.
Engine 43, go ahead.
43, this is RF-19. One of us with your patient right here, she's having a panic attack. Probably will be needed to transport.
We're coming in with EMS 39 to transport. We're just getting on 237 passing the airport now.
Copy that. We're at the west entrance.
Copy that. Thanks for the update. Be there in about 3 to 5.
Interesting.
Probably high engine 2, form.
Engine 2.
You guys are hearing the Cleveland Fire and EMS.
Maintenance is on scene. Water has been shut off to the building.
So what do you guys think?
From what I'm seeing, it's a bunch of teenagers, juveniles, just fighting. A lot of them at the indoor amusement park at the IX Center.
Yeah, it seems like that's what it's boiling down to.
SWAT team out to just get them under control.
Dispatch 1236.
And
EMS CPD reports. We don't need it. We'll be on service 1611.
About the number of units that they have.
39 up 2. Would you let the captain know that we got the white smoke coming out of the back of my truck?
Into that place.
White smoke
That
coming out of the back of
didn't
your
take
truck.
any chances of
Around the wheel
making it
well
worse,
there. I'm not
so-
sure if the brakes are locking up or something else going on. But it feels driving well.
Copy. Let us
According
know if you
to
need
the
to
backup that was needed,
replace the
I mean, we don't have any numbers, but
area.
there must have been a lot of people
Okay, we should be still
on
trying.
flash mob fighting
A lot of white smoke coming out
in
the
that
back.
area. So
Second ambulance.
2202.
Engine 11 in service returning.
Dispatch to DQ, are you requesting another ambulance?
That's affirmative.
Copy DQ.
So, if you just heard, they required another ambulance. So, there's probably more than one people that has been injured. But multiple people injured.
Very, very, very strange.
I have to agree with Eric though when he said that thank God that it at least was inside the IX center where they have metal detectors, so it couldn't be something worse than what it is now, where it's a physical confrontation instead of bullets flying.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Well, thank you, 222.
Arc 19, engine 43.
Okay, you do want to...
Stage 1, Arc 18. Broadway Command to Fire Dispatch. Engine 2 Squad 2 will be in service. No transport. Station 2 in service.
Okay.
18 go. Station refused. We're in service. Go.
Okay.
All right.
Stage 1, Arc 9.
Go ahead.
You are getting medical.
Go ahead.
Can you cancel that? I'm not seeing that those people left POV.
Copy. Mayberry, 2 Fire Dispatch, we're in service. Copy. Okay, what's the first issue we're doing now?
Okay, so they canceled one of the EMSs.
Engine 43, our station 1 copy.
41 will call.
33, we're out.
Responder 11064, Reservoir Place. Dispatch to B2.
Stand by.
It's so weird. I can't change my. It's so weird. I can't change the information in the box that for what it says when I share it on Twitter.
5-6 Medic 10 to B2. I would put it in the drive. Fox, Golf, Quebec, 1025. Stand by, Medic 10. Got that. Medic 8 dispatch, Medic 8 in quarters. Dispatch, truck 32 is back.
Truck.
Elite Heavy Portal.
Engine 11's back.
41, Midtown.
Engine 43, go ahead.
Engine 43, we just got an update. The patient that you're coming
41, complete at Southwest, 330 in the quarter.
Copy that. We're just law enforcement about that. Thank you. Copy. Thanks for coming out.
Seems like it's calming down a bit.
It does. It does.
Engine 43, Red Center. We're at the IX Center. Patient is left by private vehicle. Make sure that Medic 39 is aware of that. Arc 19, are you still with the seizure patient, or are you going to be transported? Good night, we're in service with the vehicle. Copy, in service, 2207.
Oh, Mike, Danny commented to you in the chat, and he asked you, what do you think about the munitions depots in Ukraine and India blowing up?
Yeah, I saw those tweets, Danny. I haven't really had a time to sink my teeth too much into them. But that's what an odd coincidence, right?
2208.
Well, not only munitions depots, but natural gas plants. And what was the other one? From UK or
Central Fire City Radio, tonight's on operation. Stand by for a call station.
in Liverpool.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was one. Yeah, most recent one was from Liverpool.
Yeah, I saw Liverpool pop up. I was out for a couple hours though, so I missed a bunch of stuff this evening. But yeah, I'm gonna look more into it. What's going on, Amy? See you in the chat. How you doing? Rebecca's hanging out. Danny's chilling. Ryan, always a hope. 222. You down with IPP? Hello, and thank you for calling Movie Phone. Anybody? No?
No.
No. Damn. I tried. My bad.
I don't know when to do that. There are channels when to do that.
What happened?
When they are, doing these tones
Oh.
to the radio scanner.
No. I don't know what they're doing. Getting our attention.
Yeah, so far there's nothing new. The only thing that is live, I would say, is from the police scanners. I don't see any periscopes or Facebook lives, videos anywhere. So that's all we know so far.
Yeah.
I mean,
Maple Institute of Fire Dispatch also on quarters.
and apparently during all that, one girl had a seizure.
Aw.
That does suck. She probably was one of the ones who was there actually innocent, and all this stuff just happens around her, and it just made her go into a panic or something.
516.
Probably still about 8 minutes out. Yeah, there's a lot of patients here. We're trying to figure it out. If you can enter from the west, that'd be easier for you. Yeah, hold this up. I'll stay on dispatch for you. Restaurant 2823.
All right, Cleveland EMS saying that they still have a lot of patients.
Mike 8 dispatch, Mike 8 in quarters.
Kriegs, they're saying your mic's a little low. And I've got
About now. Is it better?
I've got auxiliary volume like jacked.
AT1 on Tech 2.
One midtown. 41 complete at Southwest. Returning in a quarter.
Oh, well, well.
142 is Dr. UH, one patient, partial. Okay, 213.
Amped up. I know I just scooted like 2 feet away from my microphone because I'm watching it bounce. I can see how loud it is on the screen, and it's much louder than everybody else's.
And did we mention that a police officer lost his body camera?
Yeah.
In a scuffle with someone who was fighting.
Mm.
I'm back. I walked away for a second.
I'm back.
Yeah. Anything happen? Or still just like it's simmering down?
Well, EMS just said that they were wondering when somebody was going to get there. They still have a lot of patients. She sounded pretty stressed. Yeah, so
Wow.
I hope they're okay.
That's not good to hear.
Mm-mm.
Hope everybody in the chat's having a good night.
Yeah, it was quite impromptu to do a live stream about that because you never know.
Calvin, you can't hear me or Kriegs very well.
Apparently,
See, all right. So what is that? Let me check some settings here.
Doing good, Danny. I can't complain. I'm alive. I woke up this morning. I'm healthy. Kids are good. So to me, that's pretty good. Pretty well.
Yeah, AC1, this is P2. We have a wood frame.
Calvin says that Mike is very loud, but me and Kriegs are very low.
Unit number 1 was occupied by 5 people, including 3 juveniles.
strange.
All tested positive for CO.
I think you can.
Although one was within normal limits.
Here, definitely. In the hangout, I can hear. It sounds like we're all equal.
2 adults.
I think I just fixed it. I just fixed it.
1 adult there was above acceptable limits.
Oh.
The second adult was within acceptable limits. The 2 pediatric patients.
Is that better, Calvin?
Hold on.
We've got 9 patients total. We've got 2 EMS ambulances. 1 that's here and an EMS supervisor. I wanted to update you on this situation. Okay, have you identified the source? Well, right now I'm trying to manage the 9 patients. East Ohio on scene, and they're working on the source as we speak. Okay, and the other thing is, when you say it was at 25, you had 1 person 25, are they all going to the hospital, or are any wanting to take oxygen and get back within acceptable range? Or do you get the impression all of them are going to be going to the hospital? Well, I don't know. There's, 1 adult female was complaining of being symptomatic. At this point, the patients are concerned, as you would imagine, is we have a big response here, and so at this point, many of them are going to err on the side of caution and possibly want transport. But I'm working on that with the EMS supervisor on scene. DC1, okay, you want us to come out there, or you just inform us what's going on? I'm informing you of what's going on because we could have up to 9 transported from this location. I'll let you know exactly what happens. DC1, okay. I had one similar with 6 people that were above acceptable ranges, and once you explained the theory to them, and they got oxygen and got out of the environment, and they all got down within acceptable ranges, and we are able to identify the source, then they all elected to stay. Now, I'm not suggesting that that's the only option. That was just what happened with one incident I had. The second thing is, if we do transport all of them, I don't know that we're gonna, unless we identify the source, we can't allow anyone to stay there. So we'd have to be in a Red Cross situation also. Well, right, I understand that. Like, I'm trying to manage it the best I can right now. You know, like I said, I want to get the patient taken care of first. We'll get to the source. I'll keep you updated. Okay, like I said, the first order of business when I was there is getting them out of the environment and giving them oxygen. I can send you another pumper with oxygen, and I can come out there, Frank. I'm not hesitant. Where are you at?
Medic 39 on dispatch 2.
Agent 36 roll. You'll have to put us in route. The MDT's not transmitting. Copy, Agent 36. Agent 36, our first responder 3599 East 147 downstairs. Preaching phone 4, but go please. Copy. 144 out of UH, patient or 2. Copy, out of UH 2218.
Wow.
So it sounds like they're having symptoms breathing.
Yeah, and they're talking about looking for the source. Yep.
At first, I was thinking.
And multiple locations too.
Multiple locations around
And he's saying
the area.
Red Cross. That if they cannot, that if they have to bring all those people in, then they would have to make it a Red Cross deal. This could be big. I'm curious what the source is, though.
Before you get red, can you call the base, please? That's affirmative. Stand by.
I mean, 9 possible transports. That's quite a bit.
All right. So let's recap for everybody. Lots of calls started coming in. Multiple reports of flash mob style fighting at the IX Center at the Cleveland Hopkins International Airport. It's one of those expo centers. Apparently, there's a carnival there, some type of place to congregate, and yeah, multiple fights broke out. Lots of kids there. Now at first they were reporting about fighting coming from different locations. You guys hear me?
Dispatch, Agent 36.
Yeah, I hear you, Mike.
Oh, okay. All right, good. Got super quiet.
Agent 36 on team 2220.
So now they're talking about having multiple people at multiple locations exposed to some sort of something that caused them to go into an asthmatic state, is what I'm hearing, and they're needing to purge their lungs with oxygen to get them cleaned out. So that's what's going on, Amy. That's what I hear.
I sent you a tweet, Mike, about that witness. Well, actually, I think it's a witness or the mother of someone.
Cleveland police respond to reports of large fights at the IX Center.
No.
Oh, Eric just posted that. Did you send it to me directly?
Sure, yeah.
To you directly.
Right. This mother describes the flash mob scene as the inside the IX Center, teens fighting, tears, and chaos.
Rescue 1 first responder 7033 Russell Court.
All right, let's hear what this lady has to say. Hang on just 1 second. I'll bring it in. Nope, not what I wanted to do. All right, we're going to leave this here. I'm going to mute out that. Let us start this over.
Like the police are saying that they're responding to flash. What exactly do you think happened? Like the police are saying that they're responding to flash mobs. You know, what did you see? Tell us.
I just seen gangs, young kids running all since we got there like 4. As soon as we got there, gangs, girls, boys is running back and forth all around the parking lot. All around inside, everything, just fighting. 24 hours fighting. And you know, this is terrible. I'm 56 years old. You know, and you can't go anywhere. I had to take off my shoes to run. We couldn't even get on rides. We had to close the rides down, the food down, juice down. Kids fighting kids. You know, where's these parents at? The parents should just drop their kids off, you know. And I feel that they should let a child in there unless if they under 6.
That's weird.
So yeah, she was complaining about these kids fighting, but the cause of it, the source of it is yet unknown. I'm looking into actually.
Dispatch 734 is on the air. 734 on the air.
There's something around Cleveland that happened in that they were requesting the East Ohio gas to the scene. But which scene? I'm trying to look out for more.
Whoa! So yeah. So we can kind of combine chemical right now with reports of people going ballistic at multiple locations.
Right.
Well, all right. Listen. Look who it is.
Oh, quit talking shit about me.
All right.
He heard us.
We won't hear him now.
Yeah, well, I had gotten an alert that Mike went live. So what's going on out there, guys? All right, and we got to be quick though, because
back in Cleveland, there was a flash mob. Actually, Mike, you do the honors.
Yeah, all right. So we started seeing reports of something happened at the Cleveland Hopkins International Airport. Things started coming out about. So we got on the scanner, and then we're hearing reports of holding up at the IX Center. So all these calls started coming in. They started calling in. Erick will give you the breakdown of the areas, but they called in state police, city police, local police.
3599 East 147.
Hold on there.
okay.
All right, so
Is Erick on scene at the IX Center?
no.
He had to go.
Oh gosh, no. Dang, that sucks. So Erick's at work and I'm in DC when there's a flash mob.
2224.
At home. Yeah.
Home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. So go ahead, Chris.
Go ahead.
Nope,
So,
please.
Well, we're listening to the police scanners, and seems to have been dimmed down. There's not much traffic anymore, so
What we are hearing though is there's still multiple reports of people that need oxygen. Like there's one location at one spot at the IX Center where they're calling and saying that they need 9 oxygen. They got 9 people they're thinking about bringing to the hospital, and the other guy's trying to convince him to stay where he's at until they figure out the source, right? And then he said something about when I was at the other location, all we did was give them oxygen, and they were able to calm down and get through it. But he sounded very reluctant to tell this guy to go to the hospital with these 9 patients until they figured out, quote, what the source of it is.
Yeah, he did say, though, he said if they don't figure out what the source is and they have to bring all these people to the hospital, then it will be a Red Cross issue.
Right. That's kind of weird, ain't it?
Yeah,
very weird.
Yeah, and it popped out of nowhere, dude. And it went
from flash mob fighting juvenile, and they're saying juveniles fighting, a flash mob of juveniles fighting to they don't know what the source is to where they can't breathe and they have problems with their respiratory system. That's
you know what the source is, right?
Tear gas or something like that. The police.
That ain't the source. The source is when you're getting arrested, you tell them I can't breathe.
Yeah, his windpipe will inflate again, and in 15 minutes he'll be fine.
You ain't learned nothing from the Eric Gardner situation. It was that the cop ain't gonna strangle you to death if you croak out, I can't breathe.
No, yeah, right.
Maybe.
Yeah, right.
But
use that excuse.
We just watched a 45-second clip of video from a lady who was there, um, literally saying that the teens were fighting, they were crying, there was chaos, that there is that people were just going nuts and everybody was scared. Like it's kind of weird. The whole situation is just kind of weird, man. It's got a really weird vibe to it. I don't know what's going on right now.
Right. Well, look, just all you can do is monitor it and see what happens next. You know what I'm saying?
That's it. That's what we're
So
doing.
we're doing.
That's right. So,
You never know.
How's DC going, B?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna
well,
ask.
you know, I'm at the hotel right now. I'm trying to just chill out for a moment. I seen you guys was live. I figured I would see what you was got going on if you, because After Hours obviously isn't on right now. I was gonna see if you guys wanted to run a show, and I would throw it over on my channel and direct people into the After Hours, but over to your channel. I'd throw it up on mine as an audio free with a link. If that's what you want to do. But I got to get some rest. I'm hoping I can get up in the morning and go meet that organizer dude. Be straight up. I mean, I don't even. Is this? Are you guys live right now?
Yeah.
We're live still.
Oh yeah, we are. Yep.
Yes. It don't even matter. Look. So when I came down here, you guys know I didn't get a whole lot of support from people. And the guy down here wanted me to come and talk, and he told me he was gonna basically help out. And well, we're about 90% into Flake right now, so I'm just thinking about that. To be honest with you, just if you don't meet me first thing in the morning, I'm gonna consider him 100% into Flake.
Yeah.
You know, and he was supposed to help cover a lot of this, and but if you guys are wanting to stay live for a little while, I'll throw it up over on my channel as a special edition After Hours, because I'm out of town, and I'll chime in as much as possible.
Yeah, that's fine.
Over there taking a whiz right now. Holy shit! What the heck just happened? All right, let me I'm gonna set up my stream and I'll be right back with you.
That's fine.
Cool, man.
Cool.
All right.
Share it out, everybody.
Keep sharing. It is very, very awkward.
Calvin wants to know if somebody released the T virus.
Well, we can only hope not. I'll tell you what, I'm in South Florida. I'll jump on a boat and I'll leave this big land here that I love.
Nah, I'm on my way
love this
down,
land,
dude.
but I will.
I'll swap with you.
Yeah, right. Why would I do that?
Trade. You come to Philly. I'm going to Florida.
Yeah. I want to leave here if the T virus gets released. Why would I go to Philly? Put myself in the heart of the motherland. Come on.
Hugo said, screw it. I'm going south. I'm grabbing a boat.
Come on, man. My mom them from Cuba, bro. They rode over here on a raft and they ate the shark on the way here.
I cannot wait to watch this DVD.
Oh, the 8.5 hour one?
Nah, the Comedy Central salutes George W. Bush. Thanks for the memories.
I didn't know you got that one.
Oh, yeah, I bought it. For
What do you mean
$1.
for $1? Come on, man. That's a sweet store.
Over loud and everyone else is quiet. All right, I'm sorry, Calvin. Hang on. Let me try to find my mic volume.
36 back.
Okay, you do want to cover. Okay. Okay.
All right.
We're out.
All right, that is probably much better on the microphone.
Okay. Can you guys hear me? Good as Mike.
Now hold on, I gotta turn you up. I gotta turn everybody up. Hmm.
38, and I will be secure at the station. 516. Yeah. I'll put it in the drive. 512. Quebec 1025.
All right. That's probably a lot better. Why does it keep jumping on its own?
Dispatch, Mike 8 in quarters.
Elite Heavy Photo.
Cardinal 12 Fire Dispatch in quarters.
41 Midtown.
What is that? The police scanner?
Yeah.
41 complete at Southwest. 330 in the quarter.
I've got police and EMS coming through OBS. Basically, what I'm doing, I'm just sharing all my desktop sounds, so whatever I have playing, everybody can hear. I'm just trying to find a good.
You know what? One of the really good things about me going to all these different events and traveling around and all this,
Meeting people.
yeah. And remember that the Spirit of America rally? I sat there and talked to Steve Loomis for what, a half an hour. And he's the union president for Cleveland PD. It's like, anytime you ever need something, man, give me a call and I got you, as long as it's within my control. I mean, that's crucial to find out if these guys were faking the breathing stuff or something for real happened.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
What up, Calvin? What up?
So my buddy, he rode with me. I didn't have nobody else to come with me on this trip.
Very nice.
And he was just out in the elevator, and he was standing in the elevator, and girl looked at him. She said something about his blue eyes or whatever, and the dude that was with him just slapped the crap out of her, and then some other dude started whooping that dude's ass. So he came back here, got his phone, and ran back out there to try to record something.
Wow.
Yeah.
America.
I was gonna go back into DC. I was gonna go meet up with Titus and them guys. Well, actually, it was just Titus. He really wasn't hanging with too many people. Really, just himself. And I was gonna go meet up with him, but I just can't go back into the city. It just ain't there. So I'm really tired, man. It was a really interesting day, though. Did you guys get to watch the whole stream?
Yes.
Yeah, I watched like 98% of it. Yep.
Yeah, actually.
Okay. So would you guys think that there was something wrong that I didn't know that dude was the Lift the Veil guy? I didn't even know that.
Well, I didn't even know the name or the guy.
He looked familiar, but he only looked familiar because that meme that was made by a friend of ours that the coming back from the future to kill himself thing. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Yeah. That's where he looked familiar, but I had no clue who he actually was. And then even when everybody surrounded him and was like yelling at him and treating him, look, there's a very big problem here. There's a very big problem, and I hope everybody's listening. Is this. People are more protective over their favorite YouTube celebrity than they are the cause of pedophilia. And it sucks to say it like that, but I had more arguments today and witnessed more arguments today protecting their favorite YouTube celebrities more than they were presenting a case against anything Pedogate, Pizzagate. And it was not just only semen. You know, that's a lot of people think it might be just, you know, I'm talking about that, but it's not. People are truly stuck in a fandom. And it's sad. And I witnessed that today. That's why I was the last person to speak, because I actually wasn't going to do it. I wasn't going to talk because I was so pissed off, for the most part, walking around, watching how people were chasing their favorite star. They seemed to not care as much about the cause, except for the few people that would get up there and tell their own story. And those are the people that were being called crazy. Everybody else was, you know, they were running around taking selfies with people. You know what I'm saying? That was what it was all about.
Yeah, and that's strange that some people would call, you know, the speakers crazy when.
I think I just lost everybody. I don't know what just happened. Shoot. Hang on. I'm going to come right back in. Hang on. Stand by, everybody. I'll be right back.
But I'm not sure about where it is actually. But according to
Cleveland considered East Ohio?
It is considered East Ohio. Well, East Cleveland, I would say.
All right, I think we're back. I'm sorry about that.
Hey, Mike, turn your stream audio back up. People are having a hard time hearing us.
Yeah, no, you guys cut out for. I did something. I accidentally changed the audio sample rate on my computer's mixer, and it actually cut all the audio out except for my microphone. So for about the last 60 seconds or so, it was just me. So I had to just dump out of the Hangout real quick and come back with a fresh Hangout to get the audio back. So I apologize. So they should be able to hear you fine.
You are live, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yes, we are.
Okay. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go live on my channel with a screen capture with no audio of your channel with a link in the description box.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right. If I can figure this all out. I don't have the greatest internet here at the hotel. It's actually bad. Listen out, dude, I got totally screwed. Okay. So I get to the hotel. I went to the Hilton at King Street in Alexandria. You know, I got it for $101 a night plus tax. And I get there and they're like, nope, this isn't the right hotel. I have to drive all the way across Alexandria through all this crazy traffic to get to my hotel, and I get here and it's a 1-bedroom. So now I got to deal with them trying to get me a cot for my buddy here. And then to top it off, I had to pay another $30 freaking just to park my car outside. When I parked my car during the event, I got a $50 freaking parking ticket.
Oh. What was the ticket for? You parked incorrectly, or?
Sounds like
No, I didn't. I put it. I didn't put enough on the little ticket. You go to the little kiosk and you put money on the ticket. And I got there at like 10:45. Got the ticket. I put $4.90 on it and threw it in the window. By the time I got back to my car at almost 2:00, I was there for 3 hours and my ticket expired after 2. And I had a ticket in my window.
Yeah, that sucks.
Weaving through traffic trying to get out of there, and my buddy Mike's like, bro, you got a ticket in your window. I'm like, what? And he's like hanging out the window as I'm driving down K Street. He's hanging out the window, pulling the ticket out of my wiper blade. The point is it sucks. It pisses me off.
Okay, thanks, Danny. Danny says the audio sounds more even now.
Cool.
Yeah, perfect.
Was that an alert for me going live?
Yeah, sure was.
Check it out. Make sure everything's good.
All right.
Make sure that link is set up to get you over to Mike's channel.
Okay. Notification took me to yours, and the link took you to mine. Thank you, B.
All right, good.
There you go.
Good.
Let me write something in the chat so people see it. That's where everybody comes. Just opens up the chat. See, Autumn's in there talking right now.
Oh yeah, you can let them hang out in there. We can have two chats.
But they don't have audio.
They don't have audio. I'm driving them all to your channel. I can't. If I put audio into this stream, we're gonna have horrible interference.
Okay.
Because I'm with you. I'm gonna hang out with you guys on my phone because I didn't bring my headset and my mic for my laptop. You know. So.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Well,
that's why I've seen you live, and I'm like, well, I'll just direct everybody over to your channel.
Sounds good. So I've got the scanner up, and I'm not hearing anything anymore.
Yeah?
Yeah, I got my ears on it. So if there's anything that you guys want to talk about, please feel free to dive in.
I mean, I look, all that's going through my head is the event today. So if there's anybody that wants to talk about that,
to be honest with you, I'd love to know a recap of when you got there, what happened, who you ran into, some notable names that you talked to, things like that, man. Why don't you tell us about it?
I mean, I talked to everybody. There wasn't a single person that I didn't talk to. I talked to them all. I talked to Neil. Neil Wolf was the guy from Titus Frost stream with the red cap that pissed everybody off.
Oh.
He's the guy who organized the whole thing. I don't have a whole lot of problems with Neil unless he doesn't fall through on with his promises, or I'm gonna be taking a major L on this trip, and then I'll have a problem with the dude. I talked to Titus. Titus is a cool cat, very sincere. You know what I'm saying? He has a reason to be out there. Now, his story took a turn for the worse when he had brought up Zionists. And there was some people in the crowd that didn't like that because, let's face it, bro, people are sheep. You know what I'm saying? And when he said something about Zionists, and this is how we have to understand it, what we're dealing with and where people are at within their truth. You say Zionists, they think you're attacking Israel. So when there's somebody that says I'm a supporter of an Israeli state, they don't know. They're still lost. They're still trapped within the grid. They're in the matrix and they ain't getting out the wall.
Right.
So that was kind of sad to see that during Titus's speech, because his speech was good. It was good, but then he started talking about Zionists, and it became a Titus and a crowd argument with the people that don't know about what that is. You know what I'm saying? They think when you reference it that you're just talking about, a traditional Jew and the Jewish state. They don't know. These people aren't awake like that. You know what I'm saying? They're awake to the fact that there's some kids getting some.
And they're just waking up to that.
Right. Well, Pizzagate's waking them up. It's a terrifying thing to them.
Yeah, it's not their fault. I'm not bashing them.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying you are. I'm just trying to explain some of the issues. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, for sure.
And but he definitely gave a good speech, and there was a lot of people that tried to give testimonials based on their own events in their life, times that they had been, molested or approached, pedophiles that had touched their souls, and it went after them. I mean, it's the way it was.
What was up with the two different crowds?
What do you mean?
Where when you were in front of the stage, there was a crowd there, but then when you walked past the stage and to the right, there was that crowd by the road.
Well, that I don't know. I every time I go to DC, I see that truck pulling that trailer. And at one point in time, that was the Bikers for Trump float. And it still had motorcycles on it.
Well, I just came across that clip of video, and me and you walked past that yesterday, I think.
Right. But it's been there. And that's what it was. It was just your typical daily drive-through of a pro-Trump rally. The confrontation that was happening up there wasn't between the Pizzagators and the pro-Trumpers. It was between the Pizzagate guy, a random person, and it happened to be near the pro-Trump wagon, because the one guy for the pro-Trump or for the Pizzagate went up to ask the Trump guys if they would turn their music down during our demonstration out of a show of respect. And they did, but then there happened to be there was a few scraggler Elefantis supporters there. So
a few, but were they noticed?
Yeah, because they made their presence noticed.
Okay, so the music that we were hearing was from the Bikers for Trump?
Yes.
Okay.
Yippers. So if that's
and it seems like DC is a common ground for protesting. I mean, I see a lot of groups, rallying about matters that they care the most.
Yeah, to me, the most common places for rallies are DC, New York City, and maybe California, like Los Angeles or something. But yeah, for sure, DC is a big spot for rallies. I mean, it's where big government's at. So
they're protesting the government, And there was some people that had some really good truth. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people were freaking out about the guy that jumped up there with that SpongeBob shirt on in the swirly hat. But if you listen to what he said, the guy had some really good points. He was actually a smart dude.
Yeah, he did get a little loopy for a second.
Well, he was
in the beginning.
He was a loopy dude. Look, ain't nobody in our world straight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Someone's knocking on the door. Hold on.
Yeah.
Who that?
Who there?
Who there?
Ain't ordered no pizza.
Yeah, so yeah, I agree that the guy was dropping some truth bombs.
Yeah, he was.
And some people derive a little from the subject, but whether with their.
I mean, I think it was definitely interesting, and it was good to see people out there for the cause of what it was for.
at least.
And I'd
behind
hate to
Pete
think that the
said,
majority of them were out there just fan
yeah,
chasing.
they were.
I'd hate to think that's
They
where
were.
we're at today.
Yeah,
That's pretty sad. It's pretty sad because that means what that means to me is you take away that person and that takes away that many of those people that were out there. So that shows how committed to what they're there for they really are. You know, they're
yeah,
really there for that person. If that person was not there, then they would not be there.
yeah. The way B was talking about the people that were there, you know, the audience.
Yeah, you are loopy, Mr. Anderson. Sorry, Chris.
Okay. um, I mean, yeah, the way that B was talking about that, it seems like they were all links of a chain that were not linked together, despite the fact that they were made of the same material. So it's so it's like you said that people were only interested about the people that they are fan of and of the message in general, which is to raise awareness of these pedophiles that are doing their thing scot free without being persecuted because are powerful and they are untouchable. And I mean,
Yeah.
nevertheless, that rally was, I think, successful, regardless. Now we all know that David Seaman was there, but his message was short.
Very short.
It was actually so short that I had some criticism of it.
What'd you hear?
What was my criticism?
Yeah.
I just wanted to know why he talked for 7 minutes about himself and 3 minutes about somebody else and no minutes about Pizzagate.
Yeah.
But I can't control David's life, and my message is to anybody that keeps caring about David, unsubscribe from David. Don't give David your money.
Yeah, I've never been subscribed to him.
And that's all you can do because you can't run around and just slander the guy or talk bad about him because you're just gonna get yourself in trouble. It's same with Gmos and all the foods and all that other crap. You got to speak with your money and don't support it. It's the only thing you can do.
And can you tell me what the hell is that?
It's the scanner.
About, okay. There were some signs out there, right?
Yeah, what signs?
Well, did you find some signs that were catchy or brilliant or truthful? Or some of them?
Nothing was original.
Okay.
Actually, there was a sign, and it was a couple people coming to say it had a list of all their favorite YouTube stars that they wanted to say hi to.
That's it.
That's exactly what it was. It said hello Dave Seaman, hello Honeybee, hello Titus Frost, hello with Truth Unleashed. There was probably a dozen. I did shine some light on there to let him see the sign. It was a mom and son, and the mom was like, "Hi, really graceful, I love you."
and was she there?
Really graceful?
Yeah.
No, she was in our stream.
Yes, I remember. And I remember a guy with a Guy Fawkes mask that had the empty pizza box.
Yeah, and he had it set up like a book. You read one, and then you flip it over, and you read the other, and then he opens it, and you read the inside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I liked I don't know, I didn't see it during your stream, but I seen it floating around Twitter. It was a kid, and it was like, if you see me with John Podesta, call the police.
Yeah, I saw that. That was good.
Yeah, I like that one. I don't like people using kids for things like that, but that was pretty funny.
And I haven't heard though about anything else but John Podesta and James L. Fontes. Uh, of course, there were personal stories, but it seems like the bulk of the rally was about that. What do you guys think? I mean, do you think that there should
I
be
didn't
more
hear too
people
much
calling
about the.
pedophiles out?
I honestly I didn't hear too much about the like the 14 girls missing in one day. I didn't hear too much about that.
Well,
I was expecting to hear
that was
more
brought
about
up
that. It was brought up, but very briefly.
very briefly. That's true.
Yeah, it was very brief.
And I noticed that there were dogs as well, a ton of dogs. And one of them seemed like dead, wasn't moving. I was wondering what was up.
I couldn't contain it. I don't know. I would hope the dog wasn't dead. Only B can confirm. Oh.
Yeah, and well, and I thought B that your message was clear, and I think that people resonated with that. You know,
How do you happen?
Yeah, I think he didn't go crazy. Like, hey, I'm here for you to follow me or something. I think he was there more saying like, this is what I did. This is the information I gathered from it, and I'm here to share that with you. So I think the people were able to appreciate that.
Of course. And that story is still on iCitizenNews, and I'm going to share the link in the chat. No, and that story was 3 months ago.
What is that?
The article that B made about the DC Metro Police, that was caught in line.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? Is there anybody in the Oh, why do I hear myself? That's weird. Is there anybody in the chat that needs a recap of what's going on with the kids in DC?
I think you could just share for the most part.
Are you talking about the children that was at the rally?
Well, I'm talking about that article that I read to you guys a couple hours ago about the DC police that could possibly be involved with the missing girls in DC. The breakdown.
I think you should go ahead and share that.
Yes.
That was a good read. That was really a good read. So
yes, you should. Yes, you should read that.
All right.
People aware,
All right. Let me. All right. I came across an article called "Are Police Involved in DC Missing Girls? A Factual Analysis." So let me just go over a couple of things. Take a few minutes to read this to you guys and give you an idea of what's been going on and some possible links to what's been going on. So I'll read the article to you guys. Families have brought up the idea that police might be complicit in the many cases of missing DC girls. These families have been accused of spreading a quote-unquote conspiracy theory. Some media outlets suggest that they should not be so alarmed. And what it states is that there's many children of color that are missing in Washington, D.C., and it might be connected to human trafficking, and furthermore, the police and possibly politicians might be involved in the human trafficking and covering it up. Okay, so let's let's do a real brief analysis on this particular thought pattern and this rabbit hole and let's just look at some verifiable data. Okay, here we go. Publicly verifiable data number one. Laura Silsby was incarcerated in 2010 for kidnapping multiple children of color from Haiti. A total of 33 children were kidnapped. Publicly verifiable data number two. Laura Silsby's name was changed to Laura Gaylor, and she became the CFO of AlertSense in 2011, an organization that provides the technology to push Amber Alerts to the public. All right. Publicly verifiable data number three. Amber Alerts were not pushed when multiple children of color became missing in Washington, D.C. Source. In the video below, the D.C. police chief, Newsham, it implicitly confirms that indeed there are many missing girls in D.C. and that Amber Alerts were indeed not pushed. He adds that the reason for the absence of Amber Alerts is that there was no evidence of immediate danger, a claim that families find dubious. Now let's pause and briefly summarize that real quick, just to make sure we understand what's going on. Okay, an individual was arrested for kidnapping multiple children of color from Haiti. All right, done. The same individual now works for an organization responsible for distributing the Amber Alerts. All right, and then multiple children of color have gone missing in D.C. and Amber Alerts have not been distributed in those cases of missing children. Now let's see if there's any way that the police could tie into this. All right. So here's another clip, piece of verifiable data. Number four, DC Chief of Police Newsham has a reported history of mishandling a case of child rape. An 11-year-old child was raped by multiple men. Veronica, the child's mother, states that Chief Newsham was the assistant chief at the time and was deceitful and mishandled the case. She states the following to a reporter. Did Peter Newsham lie to you? In my opinion, he did. Is Peter Newsham a liar? In my opinion, he is. Did Peter Newsham ruin your daughter's life? He did more than ruin my daughter's life. My husband, myself, family members, close friends. It's been 8-9 years, and we're still not over it. Verifiable data number five. DC police have a reported history of being directly involved in running a pedophile ring linked to child prostitution and production of child pornography. Linwood Barhill Jr., a veteran of the D.C. Police Department, was exposed by the Free Thought Project for running a child sex ring out of his house. In 2014, in an early morning search warrant issued for his Southeast D.C. apartment, they found a 15-year-old girl who had previously been reported missing by her parents. When the police rescued the girl, she told officers that she had met 6 other girls inside the Southeast D.C. apartment who told her they were also being prostituted, including with ads posted on Backpage.com. Barnhill also took naked photos of the girls, purportedly for use in advertisements for sex. This, quote, isolated incident is the second one of its kind for the D.C. police in just 2 days. Officer Mark Washington, a 7-year veteran of the force, was charged with production of child pornography on accusations he took naked photos of a 15-year-old girl. Moreover, the footage below shows families highlighting the fact that the D.C. police have been involved in sex crimes relating to minors, which Chief Newsham appears to acknowledge, and moments before shifting to another question. All right, so let's
Lee Beasy in the chat, he's saying that it's playing 2 strings of audio.
Yeah, no, I got the EMS is on in the background. It shouldn't be too loud. I have the audio turned down real low. You guys are going to be able to hear the scanner. Playing delayed audio over what's live.
I had forgot to mute up on mine.
That's what it is.
My computer's telling me it's about to restart itself. I'm trying to tell it no, but I think it might do that. I mean, it won't cut me out of the hangout, but it'll shut down the stream on my page.
Okay, so it could hear your playback page is what was going on. So that's why you guys could hear delayed audio.
It might have been. Yeah, it might have been.
Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah, no, somebody came to the door. My dude's running around. So maybe I got my buddy drunk.
Yeah,
and he's been running up and down the hallways in this hotel, just kind of just poking the bear. So some dude was just knocking on the door, to rather large gentleman and a pit bull.
Welcome to DC.
They found my friend. I claimed him, and he's gone. So we'll see. We'll see if he comes back with a dog or a fat lip.
Yeah, B said keep my buddy. Just leave the pit bull. Leave the pit bull behind.
But my buddy Mike, he's a pretty knowledgeable cat. You know, he's just trying to figure out how to spread his message before he starts spreading it. You know.
Yeah. Well, let me bring this article to a conclusion real quick. Let's
make sure you put the link in the description box for me.
I will, absolutely. So let's do a quick summary of what we just went over. An individual who was incarcerated for kidnapping multiple kids of colors working for the organization that distributes Amber Alerts. All right, check. We've got that. That's true. 100% true. Multiple children of color have gone missing in D.C., and Amber Alerts for their disappearances were never distributed. And D.C. police officers have documented history of reports for child sex crimes. Now, they offer up a list of questions. I won't get into two of them. I'll just read the first or the second, and just let you know some questions that should be asked about this. Why is Laura Silsby a convicted kidnapper involved in an organization responsible for the distribution of Amber Alerts? I mean, that to me is just absolutely. She was
convicted as for kidnapping.
33 black children leaving Haiti that were supposedly parentless. They were orphans, but it turned out that most of them had parents. And
conviction?
Yeah, she got convicted and ended up changing her name.
Who'd she get convicted by?
I don't have that in this article. I have to look up more information about Laura Silsby. So,
are we talking about the same bust from the this really recent Haitian bust where they picked up some 30 young girls? I mean, this was super recent.
Yeah. Let's see.
There's no way she could be convicted.
Well,
already.
Yeah, no, it's not the recent one. So she became the CFO of AlertSense in 2011. Okay.
I think it was after the earthquake.
But she was incarcerated in 2010 for kidnapping multiple children of color from Haiti. A total of 33 children were kidnapped.
She did time?
She did time. She was convicted. A convicted kidnapper is now the person in charge of releasing Amber Alerts.
What kind of evidence do we have that this is her, besides just photographs of two people that look nearly identical?
Well, it's not photographs. It's verified that she changed her name from Laura Silsby to Laura Gaylor and became the CFO of AlertSense in 2011. So Laura Silsby.
We definitely have proof that she changed her name.
Yeah.
Because I mean that is just amazing. Because when you have a legal name, good lord, that would just be fuck the kids. Yeah, bring this. I mean, that's in your face type stuff, dude. So sick of all this in your face type bullshit.
Yep.
It does get overwhelming.
All right, so it's called the. Here you go. The New Life Children's Refugee Case was a legal case about an incident which occurred in the chaotic aftermath of the January 12, 2010 Haiti earthquake. On January 29, 2010, a group of 10 American Baptist missionaries from Idaho attempted to cross the Haitian-Dominican Republic border with 33 Haitian children, most of whom were not orphans and had families. The group, known as the New Life Children's Refuge, did not have proper authorization for transporting the children and were arrested on child trafficking charges. The missionaries denied any wrongdoing and claimed that they were rescuing orphans and leading them to a Dominican hotel, which was being transformed into an orphanage. 9 of the 10 missionaries were later released, but NLCR founder Laura Silsby remained incarcerated in Haiti. Her trial began on May 13th, and the prosecution sought a 6-month prison term. On May 17th, she was found guilty on a reduced charge of arranging irregular travel. That's in quotes, arranging irregular travel, and sentenced to time served in jail prior to the trial.
There's reasons, Mike. There is reasons, and to everybody listening, all 40 everybody out there, this is a prime example as to why I so desperately want Independent Citizen News to have a state investigator's license, because we cannot rely on government paid law enforcement investigators to bring this shit to a head.
Yep.
We have to do it ourselves. And once you become a private investigator licensed through the state, you can bring charges upon people. You can investigate and you can file those charges. You can go into the courthouse and file.
Yeah.
I don't understand what's so damn hard about this.
Now listen to this.
We're leaving it up to people that don't give a shit or they're involved.
This DC police chief is I'm sure everybody realized that this guy got made the DC police chief.
With Alifanis.
Yeah, he got made the police chief yesterday, right before this event today, and he's the same guy that you did the article on, the one that came out and said that they found no evidence that Comet Ping Pong was involved in any kind of sex trafficking. So he's the one that made the statement for the Washington.
I know you guys saw me get up on that stage and talk today.
It was good.
But what you guys didn't see was what I saw. And when I explained that, you should have seen these people's faces. I'm not talking about shocked because they never heard of my story or my report, but shocked because they couldn't believe
it was real.
That it was that it's actually never even been investigated. That is so sad, dude. It's so sad. We are living in a world full of some of the dirtiest motherfuckers you could think of. That they cannot. And you know what, dude? There was Metro PD riding their bikes in circles around me. And every time I looked up and I told Metro PD, shame on you, son. That, fuck them, dude. I got mad respect for someone that puts the suit on in order to protect me and make sure my life is safe. But when they put that suit on just to shine the badge and be your standard dick, then no, sir.
Well, I'm about to drop this.
Always a hope in the chat asked if do state PIs get FOIAs quicker? The answer is yes. It's called an expedited FOIA request, and you do get them quicker when you're a private investigator. Yes, there's a method to all my madness. I promise. I'm not a crazy genius, but everything I do it for a reason. I don't ask people to pay for me to get a fucking investigator's license if I don't think that there's a purpose behind it. Plain and simple.
How much is that? How much is it to get?
$375. It's all listed on that GoFundMe I created. Everything's listed. I broke it down to the dollar so everybody can see exactly what it is that I'm trying to generate funds for. And what I think it's the first item is the PI's license. We can't rely on the feds. We can't rely on the Homeland Security. We can't rely on our local law enforcement. We can't rely on Congress. We can't rely on anybody. And as soon as you have anybody within the government, as evident by Flynn Jr., that you open your mouth and you get kicked off your fucking job. The dude, I talked to him today. He's having a baby. His wife's doing 2 weeks and he has no job.
That's sad, man.
Yeah. And that's why he wouldn't talk. He's like, I can't even risk anything. He's like, I'm having a baby in 2 weeks. He's the only thing I can think about is trying to find out a way to stop pedophilia before my daughter's in this world. It's very sad. I feel personally, whether my judgment of character means anything to anybody, but I've spoke with that guy on a number of occasions, and he seems like a sincere dude. I can tell you that after that rally, I went to a place called Shelly's Back Room, and I ordered a black and tan, and I was sitting there with my buddy, and he was smoking a cigarette, and everybody from the rally walked in the door, and they sat at my table. And I was there for 2.5 hours. And David Seaman sat at my table and didn't say a word to me. Wouldn't even look at me. And then they left before I left. They came to my table and then he left my table. Which, again, like I said, to each his own. If you don't like the way the guy does his job, you might want to consider not supporting him. That's the only thing you can do. It's the only thing you can do is consider not supporting him. If you think he's an actor, then treat him as such. I hear these crazy motherfuckers coming down the hallway again, dude. They must have corralled my buddy again.
Yeah, here in a second. Dun, dun, dun.
I don't know. Allison Faye says, "What happened to Dabu's YouTube?" Allison, same thing that happened to everybody's YouTube. I did a video about it 3 days ago. You go into restricted mode, you can't find us. You're knocking on the wrong door, you dumbass. Do you hear this fucking guy?
Oh man.
You dress him up, you can't take him anywhere. 12:05.
Keeps it interesting.
He's knocking on the wrong door. I hear him in the hallway. He's knocking on the door across the hall.
Oh man.
You're really dealing with it live.
So you might as well save him, man.
You're in the wrong damn place, son. Whose door are you knocking on? Party's over.
Good times.
Tower 20 is in service, 311 crew. Yeah. One three, this is the crew. Go ahead with traffic.
You hear anything new on that? On the source of that? The respiratory issue.
No, yeah, that's what. Well, I think we should dismiss that. I think it's unrelated.
Oh, okay. But it's at the IX Center as well?
Yeah, you can do the 713 on TAC 2.
There's nothing about it as of yet.
Has a squad close. There any somebody to ride with. Never mind, they're right here.
Copy that, Captain. Tower 713, you have traffic on TAC 2. 713.
You guys want to see the first thing I saw when I got to my hotel in DC for DC for the inauguration? He's not playing, man. It's crazy down there. Here you go. You ready?
Yeah, we're not.
Yo, Eric. Erick made an update on Twitter. He said IX Center update: 3 adults arrested, concealed weapons violations, and 2 juveniles arrested for rioting.
Okay. All right. So this is a we kept asking ourselves, the bikers for Trump going to show up? First thing I see when I get to my hotel is a biker for Trump going at his old lady in the lobby, like going at it. I was worried for her, but she took it. She took it like an old lady, I guess. I don't know.
Call B2 by landline. Copy 19, you want open? Alright, well, just let them know it's going to be a minute. I don't have a landline available at this time.
Negative.
Up there. Tower 20 is good. Branch into the medic 36. First call taken. There should be apartment number 7. No answer on call back. 20. Stage 1 keeps rolling. Go ahead. Copy 18.
Yeah, Danny is old lady. I grew up. No, it's not a Hell's Angels patch. It's a
Dispatch 41 in service.
yeah,
41
Bikers for Trump patch. Yep.
41.
Oh no, no drunk guys. Oh yeah. Actually, yeah, I did have a drunk guy come at me. Mr. Anderson had my back. That was funny. I did nothing at all. I just walked across the street because he didn't like. I guess he didn't like the fact I had a camera on a monopod.
Hey,
Hey,
so my computer shut down. Just letting you know. But I'm gonna jump off of here. I'm gonna try to catch some Z so I can hit the road and try to get back to Ohio before I incur any more overhead.
yeah, right on, B. Will you travel safe,
All
man?
right, all right.
All right,
So,
man. Have a good night.
thanks.
Thanks for the
Thanks,
speech.
Chico, Mike, Kriegsvolk, and everybody else watching, guys. Take care of yourself. I'll talk to you all tomorrow.
Peace
All right,
out.
man. Later.
All right.
Peace.
Good night.
Calvin, no, the drunk guy was not me in the mirror. I appreciate you asking, but no, that was not me.
Mike, I sent you a link about a small clip about what happened inside
Sure.
earlier
Yeah.
at the IX Center.
Yeah.
Do you see it?
I do. All right. I'm not sure I can. Well, let me see when it loads.
Yes.
It's watermarked.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
So should I just play the audio?
But just let you know that it's been out there.
Okay. Well, let me just read the article that's attached to it then.
Sure.
Police from all over this. Ugh.
It's like emergency broadcasting.
Good morning. This is your government. It's time to wake up and go to work. Please put your shoes on.
Frozen pill.
Take the yellow pill on the left, the green pill in the middle, and the red pill on the right today. Your banana's waiting downstairs. Have a nice day.
This will be at Redwood and Ironwood. We have a male that's in custody. He has a small cut on his wrist.
Aww.
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 I think it's related with what we were talking about earlier.
Yeah, that's okay. The guy got a boo-boo.
Yeah, the guy got a boo.
He got a boo-boo. And don't forget to smile. Have a nice day.
Antifa and the pro-Trump protesters were scrapping at the Huntington Beach rally, South California.
All right, here's the synopsis from the article that Craig sent me from a MSM organization in Cleveland. Police from all over the city of Cleveland were called out to the IX Center Saturday night after reports of flash mobs with juveniles fighting were called in. Units from other cities were also called in to assist, as well as SWAT and fire units. The mobs were centered in the indoor amusement park area of the IX Center. Cleveland police report that 3 adults were arrested for weapons violations as well as 2 juveniles for rioting. Early indications from police were that there were not any injuries. So it's looking like it's all wrapped up at this point. But it was crazy to hear them make calls across the whole northern half of the state for backup. That was a little nuts.
Well, it's like I said, I don't think that they took any chances.
Right. I mean, every major city in the country was blowing up today for the most part.
I mean, yes, I think that emergency units cannot abide to this crying wolf kind of mentality. Something's going on, they do have to respond, and it's up to the dispatcher manager to make sure that there's enough sufficient unit to contain the situation. I mean, because who knows, that fight could have spread into a riot with thousands of people trashing stuff. You never know.
Mm-hmm. Quickly.
But the radio's dead, if you want to know.
Yeah, mine is too. I have it turned up here in the mix. So if it goes off, we can hear it.
Yeah, Ali BZ. I'm looking for that. So far, there's a clip from Fox 8, about 15 seconds, but that's it.
Man, what did you do? Fire dispatch, we're on the scene.
10, 10 for
What was the room number here?
103, 103.
But according to the past, a couple of years back, there was similar fights that happened there. And the subsequent years.
First responder 3427 East 147.
So it's seems like it's a recurrent incident.
Right.
But the thing that lit up was the fact that they were requiring a lot of units, and that was unusual.
Go ahead.
Squad 42 is arriving on scene. Can you update the camera?
I want to test out a few things. I'm just going to try to pop some transparent pictures and stuff up on the screen, see how they look in OBS. Figure out how to do that while I'm live. So don't mind me if I'm seem like I'm zoning here.
Where are you zoning?
Hmm?
Where are you zoning? What do you mean?
I'm zoning out in Google Photos right now, trying to look for some GIF files and some transparent picture files, just to test a few things out. Okay.
Yeah, there's no Periscope whatsoever. Some people are talking about it on Twitter. Fortunately, I don't have Facebook.
He's not dancing. He's supposed to be dancing. All right. Let's try this again.
36 on scene. 36 on scene, 23, 34.
See what's going on in the chat.
Dispatch engine 36 on scene. Engine 36 on scene, 23, 35. Station 1, ARF 19, 1 to Fairview Hospital. Starting mileage 46849.3. 46849. ARF 19 to Fairview. 18 to 30. Copy, 18.
Hey, Autumn, are you Oh, you're not on Twitter. All right. Yeah, Autumn, we got to get you on. I have no. I'm reading back. I have no problem with sending you the link if you have if you have a way for me to get it to you. The quickest and easiest way is a Twitter message. You can just click right on and it'll open Google Hangouts if you have it on your device or on your computer. But I'm not opposed to it. I'm not opposed to any of you guys hopping on with me. Sometimes we just gotta have a way to get you a link and a way to chit chat. Before the show. Yeah, I have no problem with that though. We'll have to figure that out. Yeah, child abuse gets me crazy too. It gets me very upset, and it's a difficult topic to talk about, and it needs to be talked about. And I see that you realize that too.
Yeah, I agree. Especially, I'm not saying it isn't for everybody, but I mean, especially when you're a parent.
Right.
Seven three four back. 734.
See what's going on and the thing.
Calvin, it does, but I'd rather send it privately.
Yeah. Get that chat to get acquainted before the stream and.
Dispatch 136. Occupant states police has already been here to transport the patient. Frank, we be in service 622. Copy, truck. The Frank Squad 6 is out of the hoot to fire the switch.
10-4.
All right, check something out real quick.
Have you guys heard about a bill?
Damn, brutal, dude.
Up with that thing, man.
6944 South Parkway Drive. 6944 South Parkway. For an 88-year-old female, possible stroke. Slurred speech, face bruising.
All right, we got to get off EMS and get on police. Let's see, Cleveland, CL. Cleveland, Ohio.
Yeah, like I was about to say, this bill, this 1313 bill, the HR 1313, called the Preserving Employee Wellness Programs Act. That, well, it's a bill that would require medical procedures like vaccines as a requirement for employment.
That's interesting.
Well, I'll be an unemployed mofo.
Well, now they're going after, students and school children. Now they're coming after our jobs. Well, United States jobs.
I don't
I'm pretty sure that Canada's not far behind. And this bill is sponsored by a Republican rep Fox from Virginia, and so it is attempting to coerce employees into employer disease prevention wellness programs.
Interesting.
Yeah, in that these words, the disease prevention, are concerning because since not everyone agrees with the use of vaccines to prevent diseases.
Scary stuff, man.
Naval Squad 2, Fire Dispatch, Squad 2 transporting Marymount.
And that is tied in with the insurance companies. So yeah, just wanted people to be aware of that. That I don't know if it's been passed yet. It's been proposed.
Well, I'm having some strong feelings about the vaccination stuff lately. I'm not liking the direction that it's been going.
My personal opinion is vaccines is strongly connected to autism.
Mm.
That's my personal opinion, and my children won't get any more vaccines.
Autumn, I see you. I know you want to talk, and we're gonna work something out. I appreciate you wanting to get on, but I'm actually gonna be ending the stream here. We've been going for so long now. I'd like to just end it, give it a chance to refresh, and I don't want it to be too long.
You're a funny guy, Mike. You're a funny guy.
Why?
I just saw what you wrote in the chat.
What did I?
IPP and PP.
So we're shutting it down.
Yeah, let's see. Where are we at time wise? Can anybody see a?
Well, it's been more than 2 hours.
Yeah, it's definitely definitely. Let's close it up.
Well, yeah, we had a light chat. I mean, and it was cool that B came to talk about his personal experience about what happened in DC, and I'm very grateful that came on to explain.
Yeah. Yeah.
And thankfully, the Cleveland thing wasn't worse than it was.
Well,
Yeah.
According to the recent news, there's no injuries, but if they are, then they are very, very minor.
Yeah, so that's good.
So that's the end of that chapter.
Yeah, and the last thing that was posted on the incidents incident page network out of Cleveland was let's see, what is 2219 is 1019, it's 1146. It's been a little while. 9 patients were being assessed from their home. East Ohio gas en route. So that was a separate incident.
Yes, that's what the trail that I was talking about, but it wasn't
Right.
related.
Carbon monoxide levels in another home with 2 patients requesting extra engines.
They were carbon monoxide poisoning.
So it's easy to see how we were able to get our wires semi-crossed, but that's what happens in breaking news, and that's why we do this research.
Yeah.
The only difference is I don't have a.
Yeah, it was right on the spot, and we really had to look for information live. So
Sure.
Kind of difficult.
I mean, yeah, we were listening to it before the main media was even on the scene or talking about it at all.
But see, that's the fun part about doing this is that we don't have a program manager or a director or a control room that we have to answer to, and that we can lose our jobs if we sit here and do research in real time and talk to the people and give our opinions at the same time and figure out that it's wrong and just turn right around and say this is that's not right. We were wrong about that, and that's okay. That's exciting to me. That's the most exciting part about doing this. This was my first time going breaking with anything, and I thought it went over pretty decently. And I do have a show on Wednesdays,
which is called.
It is 0 hour. We've done 3 episodes already, and it's on this channel at 9:00. And then that's just gonna keep going. And whom it may. Scattered Smothered experiments on Thursdays, I believe. Thursdays 7 or 8? 7.
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock Eastern time. All right. Underground World News every Friday, 8 o'clock. Casey and Dabu on that, and then B After Hours on Saturday. On Saturday. 8 o'clock or 9
It's been a long
o'clock.
one. It's been a
Between
long
9:30
day.
and 10:30, it depends, but
That's it.
in that,
That's
that
it.
range.
And I'm looking into doing a show between Monday or Tuesday weekly.
And then me and Eric have been talking about a possible technology show once a week at some point, so we'll get you more info about that when we do it. And that'll be it. I think I'm going to go ahead and end this for tonight. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. If I have opportunities to go breaking like this, I'll try to take them as often as I can. I can't guarantee they're going to be as often as Eric jumping into a helicopter chase, but I'm going to try to keep up with him as best as I can. So yeah, everybody have a great night. Thank you again for hanging out with us this evening and helping us figure this out in real time and listening to our opinions. So, all right, everybody have a wonderful night. Be safe.
Good night, everybody. Thank you.
Have a good night.